The Great Smoky Mountains are located in Tennessee and North Carolina. The Great Smoky Mountains were founded as a national park in 1934. It averages 9 million visits per year, making it the most visited national park in the United States. This national park is home to about 187,000 acres of forest. The name Smoky comes from the natural fog that hangs over the mountains that looks like a smoke plume. The Great Smoky Mountains have a moderate climate with mild winters followed by hot and humid summers. The Great Smoky Mountains get about 6 inches of snow annually. The elevation of the park ranges from a low of 875 feet all the way up to around 6,600 feet. The highest point is more commonly known as Clingman's Dome, which is in Tennessee. The Great Smoky Mountains are known for their main resource, which is hardwood. The Great Smoky Mountains are divided into 3 different sections or zones. Each zone is dependent upon the area. The first zone is the Cove Hardwood Forest, which is home to one of the most diverse forests in North America. This zone covers about 72,000 acres of the park, which is almost 40%. The second zone is the Northern Hardwood Forest, which is about 28,000 acres and just over 15%. The third zone is the Spruce Fir Forest, also called the Canadian Forest. This zone is not nearly as diverse as the other two and only contains 2 types of trees, which are red spruce and the Fraser fir. Most of the Fraser firs were killed by disease, and many of the red spruces were logged during World War I, but you can still find many of these trees above about 5,500 feet in elevation. The lower terrain is now dominated by many varieties of bushes. Most of the rocks in the Great Smoky Mountains consist of late Precambrian rocks that are part of a formation known as the Ocoee supergroup. The Ocoee supergroup consists primarily of slightly metamorphosized sandstones and slate. Early Precambrian rocks, which include the oldest rocks in the Smokies, comprise the dominant rock type in Raven Fork Valley. The Precambrian rocks are the oldest rocks in the Smokies, formed over 1 billion years ago from the accumulation of marine sediments. The range has the densest black bear population east of the Mississippi River. Other mammals in the Great Smokies include the white-tailed deer, the population of which has drastically expanded with the creation of the national park. The bobcat is the range's only remaining wildcat species, although sightings of mountain lions, which once thrived in the area, are still occasionally reported. The Smokies are home to a very dense bird population due to the existence of multiple forests. The Smokies are home to 2 poisonous snakes, which are the copperhead and the timber rattlesnakes. Fish inhabiting the streams of the Smokies includes trout, bass, and shiners. The brook trout is the only trout species native to the range, although northwestern rainbow trout and European brown trout were introduced in the first half of the 20th century. The Great Smokies are home to one of the world's most diverse salamander populations as well. One of the biggest and most crucial problems facing the park is pollution. Visibility in the park has dramatically increased due to smog from Midwestern cities, and smog forecasts are now being prepared daily by the EPA. The balsam and hemlock woolly adelgids are very invasive and have attacked the hemlock and the Fraser firs. The 2 trees are becoming very distinct but hard to find throughout the Great Smoky Mountains due to the attack of these adelgids and massive wipeout of these 2 types of trees. Even with the dramatic increase in pollution and disease, the Great Smoky Mountains are still a beautiful, wonderful mountainous range that are home to 9 million tourists per year.